guys, welcome back to Wreath Works by Libby. I'm Libby. Got a patriotic theme wreath planned for y'all today. We're going to use 10-inch mesh. So I'm going to get the camera set up where y'all can see everything and we'll get started. Okay, I've got this excuse me, 10-inch Patriotic mesh, red, white, and blue. I got some blue pipe cleaners. I've got this white welcome sign. It's wood. And of course I've got some ribbons. I've got a 4-inch and 3 2.5 inch, and this is 7/8 inch. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this, but this is just going to be a simple little wreath. Nothing fancy. And this is a 14-inch Dollar Tree frame. And we're going to put the pipe cleaners on. I put these on the brackets on the inside, all the way around. I want to thank everybody who has been watching and invite y'all, if y'all haven't subscribed, to please do so. I'm almost at 700. I would love to get to 1,000 before the end of the week, if at all possible. So please share. Okay, on the outside 2 rings, I'm coming in about 2 inches from the bracket. And you don't have to measure it out. I just go by eye. And it will give you two pipe cleaners on the outside bracket in each section. Can y'all see that? From bracket to bracket, there's 1 on each bracket and 2 on the outside. And I'm just going to do that all the way around. And this will give you a total of 18 ties. You know, it's such a beautiful day outside. The pollen is thick. All the trees are blooming. The pine trees are, whew, they're covered in pollen. And I drive a black car, so y'all know what my car looks like. It don't even look black no more, it looks green. And as a child and a young adult, I never had issues with allergies, but the older I get, whoo, it's starting to do a number on me. It's starting to burn my throat and make my eyes itch and everything. But I guess things change as you get older. You ain't as tolerant to things as you used to be when you were young. Okay, I got one more to put on here. Then we'll get busy cutting this mesh. Okay, 18. I'm going to leave these out because I know I'm going to need them later. And I'm going to cut this mesh 20 inches. Get my spool loaded up well. They put so much stuff on there. Tape. Cutter out, and I'm going to cut this frayed edge off. And we're just going to come in and measure somewhere between 19 and 20. It don't have to be exact science or anything. And one roll should give you 18 pieces. I posted a new video in the members section yesterday. I done a memorial arrangement for a cemetery. I don't know if y'all are interested in floral arrangements, but if so, you can go and hit the join button and join my membership. It's only $4.99 a month, and you'll get videos that are not mesh wreaths. You'll get other stuff. I plan on doing one next week with some lanterns that I got, and make some little lantern swags. So that might be fun. We're almost done here. Let's see, and this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. I have to take the last little bit off this roll. It's a little short, but we can work with it. Alright, get all this out of the way. Okay, and you're just going to roll this under twice, scrunch it, make sure it's rolled up at the other end, and you just add it to the frame. So, and you just go all the way around. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch in the middle. Make sure both ends is rolled at least twice, so them ends are covered up so they don't fray. Now I start on the outside, but you can most definitely start on the inside. It doesn't matter. Y'all, I love the 4th of July. It's my favorite holiday. I think it's just because of the food. Hamburgers, hot dogs, popcorn, ice cream, watermelon, and the fireworks. Definitely the fireworks. And summer. I love summer. I don't like being hot, but I love summer. I'm just fluffing them up as I go. This is the long, slow, boring part. Now, if you have arthritis problems or pain in your hands, you could use clips to clip the ends. Like clip that, and then you could do this one and clip it, and then squish them all together. That may help you out. I'm not quite at that point yet. When I worked in retail, I'd come home every day and my hands would just be hurting. But I was a stocker, and all I did was stock shelves. So my hands took a beating. I was in retail for 20 years. And we're just going to do the same thing on the inside. Now these that were closer to the end of the roll, they hold their rolls kind of good, so you don't have to force it as much on the ends. See how tight that's rolled up? So when I go to squish it, it's gonna roll by itself, and it's already rolled at that end. So I just scrunch it and push, scrunch, and it just holds its roll. See? And that's only the ones toward the end of the roll that do that, because they're wound up so tight for so long, I guess. It's like muscle memory for the mesh. See how that one's still rolled up? y'all probably knew that already. And each time I'm just trying to make sure that my pipe cleaner's open and waiting on me. So I don't have to fight it when I get the mesh over there. Okay, 2 more. Okay, last one. Okay. Very, very cute. Nice and full, fluffy. Okay. I think I'm going to put this welcome sign right in the middle. And let's see, what should we do? Should we do the bow first? Yeah, I think so. I can get everything out my way. Put this to the side. Get my bow maker. Alright. These ribbons, they're very simple. Royal, dark blue, royal blue, red, 1.5 inch. I've got this flag ribbon. It's continual. And I've got this 4-inch, I don't know what it's called. Is it ticking, stitching, whatever. And this one, I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. I'm going to start making the bow, and if I see that we need something, then I'll throw it on there. Okay, so I'm going to start with the 4-inch ribbon. And I think I'm going to do a regular bow. So I'm going to have a 16-inch tail. I'm going to come in and twist in the middle. I'm going to have 7-inch loops. And I'm only going to do one of these since it's a 4.5 inch. Scissors. 4 inch, not 4.5, 4 inch. I don't know what I said, y'all. Okay, then I'm going to come in with the blue. The tail's going to be just a tad bit shorter. Twist in the middle. And I'm going to do 6-inch loops. And I'm only doing 2. Okay. Now come in with this right here. And this did come from Craft Outlet, I believe. The 4-inch ribbon came from Walmart. I believe it was their after Christmas sale. And the other ones, the blue one here, come from Craft Outlet as well. Okay, tail's just a little bit shorter. Loops at 5, because each layer of ribbon you put on, you want just a little bit shorter. We're going to do, I think, 2 of these as well. Let me see how that's going to go. Yeah, that'll be fun. Okay. And red. I knew I was missing something. Same thing, tail's just a little bit shorter. This is going to be our center loop, so we're only doing 1. I'm going to get a pipe cleaner. And I'm going to run it underneath all this ribbon right beside these dowels. And I'm holding my middle finger on top of everything between the dowels. Pull that zip tie tight to my finger and lift it up. And then I grab hold of it and pull that pipe cleaner around. And then you can use another zip tie. I like to use pipe cleaners unless I'm doing a grapevine, and then I will use a zip tie. Okay, I pull this snug. It's not super tight yet because I want to come in here and make sure my tails are all going down the way I want them to before I pull that super tight. I want to spread my loops out. Okay. That red one right there was just a little big. Okay, so now you pull it tight. And you go in and cut that little tail off right there. Okay. And there's your bow. Of course, you got to fluff it and all that stuff. Y'all, that is wonky. That 4-inch ribbon, y'all, is wonky. Is it going to be noticeable? Oh no, maybe not. See how they're off just a little bit? It's not much at all, but I noticed it straight away. Maybe I can pull one side. Oh yeah. Okay. I fixed it. Alright. I just pulled it. Alright, now we have to dovetail these tails. And I'm just going to fold them in half on top of themselves. And I'm going to come down on the folded side about 1 inch. And I'm going to cut diagonally up toward the open side. Like so. Fold it. Come down about 1 inch on the folded side and cut diagonally up to the open side. And you do that to all of them. And something like this, y'all, that don't have fireworks on it is good for Memorial Day as well. So it could last your customer or yourself, whoever, all summer. I mean, because Memorial Day is in May, the end of May, and then it could go right on through July. I mean, there's also Labor Day. I mean, some people use red, white, and blue for Labor Day. So, oh, I knew there was one missing. I was looking for it, and I just could not find it. Okay. That's all of them. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. Bring this over here. And I think I'm just going to put that right there at the bottom and put my sign here kind of towards the upper part of the middle. Like so. And it's just going to be a very basic wreath. Okay. Now let's cut some tails. And y'all know me. I use up what I got. So I don't have enough blue here to do 18 tails. So I'm going to cut what I can and we're going to make it work that way. 2, 3, 4. We're going to get 4. Okay. And we want to dovetail these as well. Okay, let me see. I'm just going to cut I think 16. So I'm going to use all 16 of these. Yeah. And we're going to use this with red and blue. Because I know I got enough of the red. And I know I have enough of this. So I'll use this with both of those. If you understand it. You'll see. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, I decided to stop at 14. Just cause. I know I got enough to do more if I need more. But this is a lot to cut at one time. And these are cut at 12 inches. Oh, my scissors. And my husband went and got me some paint sticks and cut them to size for me. This one's 12. I also have one that's 13 and 14. But the paint sticks are free at the hardware store, or at my hardware store they are. So why not get a deal? I mean, you're just wrapping ribbon now. So yeah, I've got a whole set of those that cost me $0. Yeah, my husband makes me all kinds of stuff that I need for wreath making. He made my mesh holder for me. I use it when I cut mesh. He also made me a very large mesh holder that holds 3 rolls of 21-inch mesh. That was the first thing he made me. So, yeah. I got a real crafty man. Okay. Scoop all that out of the way. Now let's make some red ones. Now, since I cut, how many did I cut? I cut 14 of the stripe. So I'm going to need 10 of these because I have 4 of these. Okay? There are places who sell these things. Well, I mean, they're called ribbon boards, I think. There's several different that I've seen on YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that. I can't recall the exact websites. I don't know if Deco Exchange has them or not. But they have everything else, so I wouldn't see why they wouldn't have those. And I've got an affiliate link to Deco Exchange. If you decide to go over there and look for stuff, use my link. It would help me out and I would appreciate it. Okay. Let me get this on. I know I usually put the bow and the sign on first. But that's usually when there's a lot of bow or multiple bows and a larger sign. This sign is kind of on the, it's petite, it's dainty, so, and it's see-through. I mean, you can see through this. So I want to make sure behind it also has something. Okay, you're going to take your ribbon, find the center, and go around, and you're going to spread your tails out, like so. Spread them out. And I'm just going to space them blue ones out. And I'm going to make sure when I put my ribbons in that I alternate the direction of the flag ribbon. So it's not all going the same way. I want it to have some kind of dimension to it. So it don't look so flat. I mean, it's not flat, but y'all know what I'm saying. It gives it another element of movement, is what I'm trying to say. And I think I'm going to do 3 red and then a blue. Let's see how that works out. 3. It should be all right. Okay, so this time I'm doing a blue. I'm just twisting these in with the pipe cleaner and spreading these out. See, these are touching at the bottom and touching at the top. Okay, red again. And when I get all the way around, I'm going to leave one on the outside empty for the bow. But you're not going to see it behind the bow. It's warm out here. I have to get me a fan to go out here. My husband keeps saying he's going to put an air conditioner out here, but I think that might be a little loud in this little shop. My shop is only 12 by 12. So, very little. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to do a blue one. I wanted to ask y'all, how do y'all do with graduation wreaths? Do y'all do good business on those? Because I've never made a graduation wreath. But I live in a small town, and I know that graduation is fastly approaching. So if y'all have any insight to that, I would greatly appreciate it. But, I mean, I don't have any kids, so therefore I don't know any kids who are graduating. All my nieces and nephews are out of school, so I'm not versed real well in things that concern children. I mean, I don't even know when graduation is. I know it's May or June. Okay. I've got one empty one here that I'm going to leave empty because the bow is going to sit right there. Now, after I put the bow in, I'm going to check and see if I need one there. But for right now, I'm going to leave it empty. Okay, now we're going to continue on the inside. Now the ones on the inside, I want these to fall in between these. Right. So you get the bigger bang for your buck, so to speak. Okay, y'all, I am going to need one, no, how many more? Got 5. Need some more of these. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to cut 3 more. Okay, and 3 more of these. Okay. Continuing on. I do still have that one blue one left. Do the blue one. Actually, I'm going to do the blue one over here so it's not sitting right beside that one. Alright. That's what we have. Now let me clean up some of this mess so I can function. Trash can needs dumping. Okay, we're going to put the bow on first. And I'm going to use the pipe cleaners. I'm going to find where my little hole was, right there where I left the hole. And I'm going to come down. And I'm going to wrap it around 2 brackets. No, 2 rings. And you don't want to sink it. You just want it secure. Okay. Now, I personally don't think we need another. Well, yeah, we might. We're going to do one just cause. Just cause. I just feel like if the wind blows the right way, it's going to show it. And we don't want to take that risk. And we're going to add it in right underneath that bow. Alright. What do y'all think so far? This is pretty. Not too bad. Bow needs a little help. But we're going to fluff that in a minute. Alright. I'm going to take and staple some pipe cleaners onto this. To find a good spot, I think right here on this elm. Well, let's see. Let's measure it out. I think, okay, I need to do on the E and on the W. Now this is thick enough to where these staples are not going to go through. If you want to, you can also add some hot glue on here. I, however, am not. Y'all, we are almost done with this thing. Okay, and I'm going to come up right above the bow. Yeah. And I'm going to put it through 2 rings. And I'm not putting the first one real tight until I get it on there how I want it, to make sure it's centered. So you may have to do this a couple of times and look at it and not center at all. So let's take that off. Bring it down. It was way off, y'all. But you know what? Let me find a bracket. Then that way I know straight across from this bracket is another bracket, and then it will be even. So let me come over here, get this one, and move it up some. Find my bracket. Y'all know how I love to use the brackets anyway, though. Because when I first started making these 6 years ago, y'all, every time I put a sign on or a bow on, it wanted to slide down the wreath. So I was always having to go back and tighten them up. Okay. Now, of course, you're going to want to come in and fix your tails. So they're doing their thing. And they don't look all squashed up. Okay, I just need to tighten that sign down just a teeny tiny bit. Just fluff your bow. I love using those middle loops like that because they hide the pipe cleaner. I'm just running my finger underneath these tails on this bow. It makes them kind of poof out a little bit. Right. And that's what we got. Let me turn this camera up. Show y'all. Isn't that pretty? Alright. And that's it for today. I will take a picture of that to add it to this video so y'all can see it in full. And thank y'all for hanging out with me, and I will try and do a video. I will have one ready for you Monday. I'll probably do a members only video on Saturday if y'all want to tune into that or join the membership and see what I got going on in there. It's only $4.99 a month. You get exclusive videos that don't show to everybody else. So yeah, and thank y'all for subscribing. If you haven't, please consider doing so. I would appreciate it, and it does help me. Like, share, comment. I love y'all's comments. And yeah, I will see y'all definitely Monday. Thanks.